Woo! Got all the HDR. I want to be able to see things nicely. I didn't buy these yet. We will buy later tomorrow or whatever. Just because we want to play. Sandbox mode challenge career, the workshop. The workshop is like apparently you can download and share like other stuff people have made. I gotta type in a name. Well, we all know what that's gonna be. Do 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 do. People like we can like download that guy's roller coaster, like this stuff, and you can like move it into your game if you don't want to make your own, which is cool. I'm not gonna do any for now. Let's do the intro probably to the career, right? Practice tutorial. Let's do the tutorial. It's just a sandbox. Oh, look at that. You can pick where they are. You can have a tropical theme park, desert, grassland, alpine, deciduous, Arctic, in the city, or a mixed and matched one with a little bit of everything. You can just download parks from other people and just explore other people's parks. And challenge mode is like challenges. Let's just do the tutorial. Poster testing, green. Okay. Let's just do that tutorial first. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh my! Is that a budding theme park proprietor I see before me? I certainly hope so. Otherwise, you're in quite the wrong place, and none of what I'm about to say will make any sense to you. I am Oswald.
I'm honestly not
Thompson,
fully sure.
theme park
Hopefully the
impresario.
tutorial doesn't take too long.
I'm here to help you take your first steps in this most exciting of professions. And because it's a first step, we're starting in a somewhat humble location. A charming little park, which, as yet, has not fulfilled its undoubted potential. A park where you will begin to hone your skills.
Welcome, build stuff, charge guests, use profits to make it even better.
So, first things first. You should learn how to navigate around the park. Moving, rotating, zooming. Almost as if you were riding a roller coaster. A massive, invisible roller coaster.
I'm looking at this little park we have.
You've completed an objective. Now, objectives are a bit like bosses. They tell you what you need to do, earn more money than you, and drive a sports car. No, that's not right. Anyway, how about completing another objective?
If I could butt in and make a suggestion, How about you make your next objective opening up literally the only ride in your park? Why is it even closed?
Oh, hello, Lucy. This is Lucy Summers, one of the most enthusiastic and outspoken theme park fans in the world. She's got almost 800 followers. You know, online. Not in a cult.
Hi there. And it's 900, but who's counting? So, the ride?
Ah, yes. Opening rides. Go on, select the ride. Good. And now, open the ride. You did it with such gusto. Well done. And now that we have such an adorable, gentle ride open, more guests, especially families, will soon be flooding into the park.
You know, you could turn that flood into a bigger flood. This place just needs something a bit more thrilling.
Well, if people want thrills, then we'll give them thrills. And possibly nausea. Head over to the highlighted area. I think it'll make an excellent location for a ride. But let's ask our head engineer. Eugene?
Greetings, Eugene Newton. Good to make your acquaintance. And yes, Mr. Thompson, I think it will do nicely. The proximity to existing infrastructure appears nominal, so guests should be able to achieve both entry and exit with minimal difficulty.
An entrance and an exit.
So, if you would start by clearing the highlighted area of any obstructions, please. And do not fret, those items will automatically be sold, so we will get at least some of the purchase price back. Oh, just a word about the radial menu. The radial menu gives you fast access to commonly used actions. Please note that the options available in the radial menu will change depending on the mode you're in.
You have to like individually sell these parts. Oh, we don't want this crate. We want to sell it.
Very good. Now, I've already chosen a suitably thrilling ride for you, so if you would care to select it. And place it in the designated area.
Whoa. I didn't want to go up.
Now, it's very important that when you place the entrance gate, you make sure to leave enough space so you can build a ride queue.
Place ride entrance that way. Then it costs 45 cents. And an exit. Well, how do you get out that way? I guess I can just do that and I can go around if I need to.
Next up, connecting your ride to the park, so people can reach it.
Okay.
Now, that queue you're building is where guests will wait in line to go on the ride.
I don't know how to go back. Peace. Alright, let's go to the left. Undo.
Very good. And now you should build a path from the exit gate back to the rest of the park. For that, you can simply use normal paths. Oh, and if you do find any obstacles or obstructions in your
Make
way,
it red
you can build
swirly.
slopes or stairs into your
A
path to
bunch of
get over
different
them.
colors. Can you make it watery-ish? That's cool. Okay. Paths. I wonder if you can get up to connect that to that. Terrain too uneven. Trying to connect these two. I don't know if you can. Hey, look at that. I did it.
And finally, you can open the ride.
No, no, that's not how we do it, is it, Eugene?
Apologies, I meant, and finally, you can open the ride.
Oh, yeah, that's more like it. You're gonna get way more teenagers like me and my followers visiting the park now.
Ah, don't you just love teenagers? So much disposable income.
Cynthia! I didn't see you there. Please, allow me to introduce...
Cynthia Clark, Chief Financial Officer. It's my job to make sure these places turn a profit. Speaking of which, thanks to that new ride, the park's rating has gone up. And you know what that means?
Cake?
We can start charging the guests more money.
Okay, very well. A necessary evil, I suppose.
Evil. Did you see that notification? Even the guests think we're undercharging them. Let's do them a favor and fix that. That's right. Take a good look at the notification. It'll tell you what we need to alter the prices of.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to actually raise or lower it yet. Go back down. I didn't do nothing. Nobody saw it. Right here. Inspect notifications.
Oh, look. It's that family-friendly little ride of ours. Go on. Put the ticket prices up by a few dollars.
That seems a wee bit steep.
$11.
Oh, honestly, Oswald, the people visiting this park aren't just getting to ride rides. They're getting to make precious memories. So if we put the ticket prices up, then we're making those memories even more precious, aren't we?
Oh, no. That actually makes sense. Wait. No, it doesn't. Lower
Hi, bye,
ticket
Kai.
prices
It's a
make
cute game,
guests
too.
happy.
I know we're in the happiness business, Oswald, but we're also in the staying in business. Look, if you're so worried, why don't we have your new underlings select a few guests and see what they're thinking, eh?
Underling, indeed. They are a trainee, and they have a name. Although I just realized I don't know it.
Inspect 3 guests.
See? That guest didn't seem too put off by the higher price, did they, Oswald?
Yes, but their happiness is our bread and butter. So, it's important to regularly check what the guests are thinking.
Well, I didn't see anything to worry about there. Come on, let's just hit fast forward, sit back, and let the money roll in for a while.
I think it
At
is.
least
It's
until we've
adorable.
made a healthy profit.
You get a mascot and everything. See, look, where's the little mascot guy? Look at that. Like, can you go on the rides or no? You can actually change the color of the stuff, the music, the ride sequence, animation, entrance. You can do a lot. Ride management workers. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well done on hitting Cynthia's profit forecast. Honestly, I was worried it was a little high. But as always, she knows just how hard to squeeze the guests' wallets. Anyway, now that we've made some money, we can make some improvements. Oh, but don't forget to slow things back down to normal speed again. After all, it's not a good idea to build a park on fast forward. You might miss out
Head
on an
pops.
important notification, or a ride breaking down, or all your staff leaving, or, heaven forbid, my birthday. Anyway, congratulations! You've just earned yourself a Bronze Star. The first of many, I don't doubt.
Oh, they're spinning and tumbling. Look at that.
All right, it's high time we talked about taking care of guests and improving the park. We want those guests to be happy, happy, happy.
Ooh, you're planning on making
You're spinning as you're
improvements?
spinning as
That's
you're
good.
spinning.
I didn't like to say, but part of this place looks like the theme park that time forgot. So, if you want to scoot over, I'll take things from here for a while.
Actually, Lucy, I was about to say...
Scoot, scoot. Okay, first things first. I know how I feel about the park, but let's see how one of the other
It'll be pretty
guests is
fast.
feeling. Go on, select one of the guests to see how happy they are. Okay, now that level of happiness might be good enough for most parks, but I still think this guest would be a bit happier if a big chunk of the park wasn't super lame. Don't worry, it's not your fault. That one's on Mr. Thompson.
I hardly think that's fair.
Surroundings, queue, scenery will make it better. You can create.
Don't worry, I've highlighted the problem area. So go on, stick down some scenery. Make it look all piratey.
Scenery.
Oh yeah, us guests love having interesting things to look at. Cheers us right up.
Pirate camp. Some treasure. Okay, does it get rid of this coming soon sign? No. You have to like manually get rid of that. There's not really a lot of room for this. You can make it fly or go into the ground though. I can just put it here for now, I
Oh,
guess.
that is a bit nicer.
I don't believe I said unscoot yet, did I? So, another place it's
Guys
super
just sitting
important
there.
to put scenery is around the ride queues. Ooh, you know what? We should compare both of your rides so we can see the difference. Go and select that first ride you opened, would ya?
That's the first ride. Is this one?
You see how it's got a high queue scenery rating? Because of that, the ride's prestige is higher too. us guests are way less interested in rides with boring queues, and so we won't pay as much to ride them. Right, now go and have a look at that new ride you built.
And it's all by some gross, boring place.
Okay. So that's not nearly as prestigious as it could be, but you can fix that by giving us guests some eye candy to look at while we wait. Go on, stick some nice scenery down around.
Just make it look a little nicer.
Come on, admit it. Isn't that better? And if you check, I bet you'll see that the ride's Q scenery rating and prestige has gone up as a result.
Excellent. That means we can also raise the ticket price. Go on, put it up by a few dollars.
Ah, heck. I really didn't think this through, did I?
$13 ticket.
Oh my! Look at all that wonderful new scenery! Well done! Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, by raising this park's scenery rating, I think you might have. Yes, you have! You've raised the overall park rating. And that means more guests will be drawn to the park. Heavens, what an important number, eh? Right, I think it's time we took a look at the park rating breakdown. It's a great way to track how your park is improving.
I just noticed there's a little claw game on his favorite. Will they win? Dang, he just clips through them. Can't win. Okay.
That's it. In here, you can see how your overall ride and scenery ratings and guest happiness are all critical to improving your park rating. And remember, the better your park, the more guests who will come and visit. So, let's get that scenery rating even higher, eh? Make the whole park look as wonderful as those rides you spruced up. Go on, get decorating!
Hello again. I just noticed that you were using the scenery blueprints to decorate the park. I actually built those blueprints myself, so I'm very happy that you're using them. You can actually find the individual scenery elements, the ones I used to build those blueprints, by looking under the Create browser, if you want to. But, as I mentioned, I did go to the trouble of painstakingly handcrafting literally hundreds of them for you, so, you know.
Scenery rating. Make things look a little nicer. This. A fairy tale overgrown tree. Fits there pretty well. Over here, all special effects. It's slowly going up. That does look nicer over there. A pirate parrot statues get over on this little island. Makes that look a little nicer over there. Fairy tale camp can go over in the obviously in the actual fairy tale place. Okay. Anchor can go over by the boat stuff. Canyon as well. We're going up slowly. But should you go? If it's time to go to bed, you should get some sleep. It's okay. This is a cool looking little fountain. We already have one. Well, this would actually be kind of cool up here, huh? Well, it's kind of floating, but oh well. You can change the size of stuff too. Yeah, I'm trying to like lower it, but I don't fully get the controls still. Whatever for now. It looks cool enough. We're not making this perfect. We're doing a tutorial. Everything's big. Dang, there's just a dragon. Croc can attack. Yeah, there's not room for this here. That'd be cool though. Way off in the distance, there's still not enough water. Maybe like right here, like barely, but nah. You just do a whole castle. Just need one more, so I need a little hut should be good, right? A little hut in this corner.
Goodness! Your transformation of the park has
Look at that.
really bumped the park rating up a good few notches, my friend. And look at all the guests, happily smiling away. And you know what they say about happy guests?
They like spending money.
Is everything about cold, hard cash with you, Cynthia?
No, I also like stocks and shares.
Anyway, guests have other needs which can affect their happiness. So, let's take a look at some of them.
Yes, let's. Scoot.
Hunger, etc., etc. Yep. Just how they're doing.
Right. If you want to find out what us guests need, one way is by looking at the guest screen in park management. Go on, open it. This is where you can see what the average guest needs are in the park, as well as the most
Look, they're pretty
common thoughts
happy.
that the guests are having. You know,
I
it's
wish there were more
weird.
rides.
I really should think of this thing as a massive invasion of privacy, but I'm kind of okay with it. Yeesh. It looks like a lot of the guest thoughts are about how the park is missing important facilities. Okay, first up, food. According to the guest data, we're hungry. I was wondering what that empty feeling in my stomach was. So go on. Build a food shop for us.
I don't know how to lower this there. How do I select the thing on the left? I honestly have no idea. Help. How do I go left? How do I pick the thing? I'm just gonna put this down. Whatever. It's a food place. I was just trying to tell you to pick that other one.
That's the food sorted, but a bunch of us guests are also really thirsty. So you should definitely build some drinks shops.
A word of advice. Put your shop somewhere busy so we get the best return on our investment. Sorry, I mean best serve our guests' needs, blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, real convincing.
Shop vendors don't work for free. We have to turn a profit.
It's kind of cool that they match-ish, though.
About time. My blood sugar was almost down to a healthy level. If you want to make sure that you got all our needs licked, you can look at the guest needs screen again. Personally, I am absolutely stuffed with both food and drink, so I'm good.
Now, without meaning to be indelicate, all that food and drink means we have another pressing guest need to attend to.
Yeah, like, really pressing?
Quickly! Build a toilet for the guests.
What? A whole toilet? You're spoiling us, Mr. Thompson.
That makes sense having it over here, right? There's less stuff over here, so yeah.
You know, toilets are great, but it'd be nice if us guests had somewhere else to sit down, too.
Oh, yes. Go on. Pop down some benches next to the paths. You see, guests are a lot like cellular phones. Every so often they need to recharge their batteries, so you should plug them in and... No, that's not right.
I don't know how to do the stuff on the left. How do I get to the thing it's telling me to get to? I just took the bathroom away. It's not enough buttons. Yeah, that goes left and right. That zooms in and out. I don't know how to get to the left. I just have to find benches. I'd really like to know how to get to the left right now. Go over. What if I say bench for now? Yeah, that's good enough. It worked. One of each type. Not sure what I want to eat. Just drink all that stuff. Some benches over here. Just a random bench here, somewhere to sit.
Now that your guests can fulfill their needs in the park, they're less likely to become unhappy, which is great. But as more guests come here, you'll need even more facilities to deal with their needs.
More than one toilet? No!
Eh? It's quite a lot to think about, isn't it? Plus, the park's getting a bit more complex, and we might start to see problems popping up. I think we should look at hiring some staff to keep everything running smoothly.
Staff members, janitor, mechanic, vendor, entertainer, security. Only work while they have energy.
Speaking of problems, can you do something about all the litter? It's piling up and really bumming us guests out. Maybe you could hire some janitors to keep on top of it.
Janitor. Just drop them in. One
Thanks for
janitor,
that.
two janitors.
Of course, litter wouldn't be such a problem if Mr. Thompson had remembered to put some bins in the park.
That was deliberate, so we could all.
5 isn't getting a
learning
Series X
moment.
upgrade, so yeah,
So yes,
MCC, because
if
you can play
please
5
put
off
some bins
external.
down, your new
They made
janitors
sure
will
to
make
mention
they're
that.
kept empty.
Oh, yeah. Good save.
They said they're not doing an upgrade for 5, but they are for MCC.
Goodness me! One of the rides is broken down! How could this happen in one of my parks?
Oh, it's all right. Everyone on the ride and in the queue is getting a refund.
Refunds? Quick, hire a mechanic. We need to fix that ride and get money flowing in the right direction again. Oh, and make the guests happy, etc.
Mechanic, fix it.
Ah, good. I'm sure our new mechanic will have that ride fixed in no time at all.
Are you
Not
just
without
transferring a
breaking
bunch
the
of stuff
space-time
now, or?
continuum, they won't.
You might want to consider speeding up time for a while.
Yeah. Have you played anything or tested anything on it yet?
Well, now that our emergency has been dealt with, the mechanic can spend their time inspecting the rides and reducing the chance of another breakdown. Now, I think it's high time you built a staff room for our staff so that they can have a bit of a break.
I mean, do they really need to?
Yes, you see, staff are a lot like cellular phones. No, wait, I've tried that one before. Anyway, just like guests, staff members get tired as well. And if they get too tired, they simply won't be able to work. Staff rooms are where they get their energy back. And now that we have a staff room, the vendors
Yeah, I had to
in our
clean the
shops
dust
will be
around where I
taking
put mine
breaks
too after.
So, you should hire some extra vendors to fill in for them. Gosh, you've got so many people working for you that there might not be enough space in the staff room anymore. You'd better increase the staff room's capacity just in case.
Have a staff building with a capacity of at least 5. I don't know how you do this. Capacity. Oh, I see it.
Look at you! Oh, you're a born manager. Congratulations. Pretty soon, you'll be hiring entertainers to lift the spirits of your guests and hiring security guards to deal with pickpockets and ne'er-do-wells. And, well,
I already
partly
transferred to
stop
it for
listening
Halo and
constantly
this so
cutting them
far.
out. You can worry about all of that in your own time, though. Goodness, just look at how you've grown the park. It's like they say about
Are you gonna
tiny
play this?
acorns. Don't eat them. No, that's not it. Anyway, just time for a few final.
It was actually
management
about the
lessons
same speed for me,
before
Gravik,
I
on
let you
both. But
loose
they had a lot of
on the
Xbox
world.
Live issues earlier today, so I think that was probably the big thing.
Now, these first few of the last few lessons will mostly be focusing on finance.
Which is why I'll be handling them. You can get started by looking at the overall finances of the park in the finance section of park management. Come on, money's a wasting.
Well, I'll be right back before you do the last part of this tutorial. I need to get something to eat. I'm going to finish up this tutorial, and then I'm probably going to stop the stream. I just want to take a peek and the tutorial's good while I get other things installed and stuff. But I will be right back, and then we will finish up this tutorial still. I didn't expect the basic tutorial to last this long, but I'm fine with it. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I'm back. I probably won't stream too much tonight anyways, I don't think, because I'll probably be downloading and transferring
This
a
is
plenty.
my happy place.
We'll see.
Just look at all those fiscals. You can get a very solid idea of how your park's finances are doing here. And looking at it, your rides are doing well. But I think your shops could be doing better. Open up the Attractions and Shops panel. As you can see, this section gives you an overview of how your shops and facilities are doing. Ah, and as I thought, you could definitely stand to raise your food and drinks prices by $50 or so. Happy guests don't mind paying a little extra. You can also raise the prices of ATMs, toilets, even the first aid facilities, but it's a good idea not to get too greedy with those. Just greedy enough.
I'm a little confused how to do that perfectly still. Like, how do I fully get to the menu? Maybe like look at the camera controls a little better again, I think. Or everything. So you can ride. There's a lot. Okay, I can just do that. Dang. I don't want any of the slushies to be bigger. That's just, you can't just make one. No, I don't care about naming the burger either. We're learning.
Yes, that's better. It's hardly a lottery win, but we are seeing a bit more profit, which means...
That I get to interrupt you for once. We should put some of that money into researching a roller coaster. After all, guests eventually tire of old rides. So, putting money into ride research is essential if you want to keep a park fresh or expand it.
Oh my! Oh yes! You should begin research at once.
Research a coaster. Research. Coaster. The American
Now that
Arrow.
research is in hand, we should take a look at the staff again, because their happiness is just as important as the guests' happiness. Go on, take a look at your staff list. Good. See, if a staff member is unhappy, then they won't be as effective at their job. And if they're really unhappy, they might even quit entirely. Anyway, I think
Dang.
it's high time we gave some of our staff a raise, don't you?
No.
That wasn't directed at you, Cynthia. So, check if any of your staff members aren't as happy as they could be. And, if so, bump their wages up a notch or two.
To be fair, everyone's pretty happy. I had to do more. I did a couple, not 5. It's fine. You could use it with
There, that's a start. Now, if a staff member's workload is too high, it means that they aren't able to keep on top of all their duties, which will make them unhappy. One way around that is hiring more staff. But a more efficient way to deal with it is through staff training. So, train up some of your staff.
Train 2 staff members. Well, those two have like no energy, so I should probably train them, huh?
Once you've chosen who to train, they'll soon toddle off to the staff building to receive their training and complimentary donuts. Oh, yes, you clearly know how to care for your staff. Now that you've addressed their wages, workloads, and training, they'll be showering you with world's best boss mugs in no time. And that means you're ready to learn about building roller coasters. Oh my. They're expensive things, but a theme
I'm guessing
park
Cobra,
isn't a theme
you
park
didn't get
without
lucky
one. Eugene, take
in
it
the long
away.
run after all.
Take what away? Oh, I understand. If you could reveal the newly researched coaster blueprint, please. Well, that was needlessly over the top. Oh, but that is quite an exciting new coaster. That could easily hit 4.28 on the Eugene Thrill Rating scale. And now that you have a new coaster type, you can place
They haven't
coaster
even shipped, but
blueprints
they took
for
your
it,
money?
or even build a
Wow.
coaster from scratch. But you should probably walk before you run. Now, open the coaster browser and select the blueprint.
Here's some money. Think of it as a scholarship.
And
We don't even have
place
room
it
for a
in
coaster, I
suitable
guess, here.
location.
There's nowhere else to put it. I'll have to line up with that, yeah?
Oh, look at that! Your first coaster!
Dang.
You must feel so proud.
Are they?
Oh, gosh. Out of my way. I'm gonna ride that
Interesting.
thing.
Sorry, not just yet, Lucy. For while the construction of the coaster is finished, we are not. First, the coaster has to be tested to make sure it is safe. If you could do that, please.
You know, if it's just about signing a safety waiver, then I'm actually cool with that.
So what do I do now to test it? I don't know how to test the ride. Or is it is being tested, right? It's running a personless test. Can I watch? Or no? Just from up here? There's a whole bunch of stuff. You can do colors, music, triggers. Yeah, we're testing already, dude.
Well, now, looking at the telemetry data, the fears are
An
well
achievement.
within tolerable levels for guests.
Wow, my
which
first
means
Series X
this ride
achievement.
is perfectly safe. Of course, that was to be expected with a prefabricated blueprint ride. When you build coasters from scratch, things can go differently. Okay, when you've connected it up to the rest of the park, you can open the coaster.
Eugene?
Again, apologies. Open the coaster!
Checklist is incomplete. How is the entrance not connected? What? Oh, over here, right? Hmm. Hmm. How do I connect it? Hydrate. I can do that. I did it. There's so many little things you can do in this game. I just don't know how to fully connect that. Like, how do I get other stairs like they have? Hydrate, I can do that again. While I sit here and not know how to do this. Also, Cobra, I just want to point out, watching this on the stream compared to watching on the TV is like so different with the lighting, like how bright it is and stuff. It's kind of crazy. How do I get this ride down? Down. Path. Red path. There we go. Nope, it's not connecting. Connect. Connect. Just connect the thing. I'm aware it does. And I'm streaming through the Xbox and I actually have the bitrate up rather high. Like, rather high. As in higher than I ever had it on the One even. Twitch needs to up their game and get the app working better. I don't know how to do this. It's never gonna happen. It's over. This is the end of my park. A roller coaster in testing forever. Well, I'm in a tutorial, so I don't think I physically can. But, I mean, I guess I probably could. I don't know. They'd probably yell at me. I want to connect the inch. Oh my god, you said to do that. Why don't they tell you that? Why does it still say it's not connected now? That's 100% connected. Why does there need to be more? Ah! I'm lost forever. Okay, click this. Place the entrance. Okay. Entrance entrance is here. That's fine. Why did the exit get placed first? Anyways. Yeah. Go from there. Don't curve like that. Stop it. How is that not connected? In what world is this not connected? They are connected. Stop it. I'm not testing it anymore. There, I've made that path. I'm gonna go crazy, Cobra. Help. Yeah, the shop is empty, but I need to connect the roller coaster. Do I need to like get rid of like this? How do I delete this path right here? This path, go away. Just get rid of it completely. Okay. Okay. How is that still not connected? Oh, it is, but now there's this over here. Oh boy. Just gonna do that. There you go.
Much better. And what a fine coaster.
Yeah, much better.
But you're not
Looks
done
ugly.
yet. You should adorn the track with plenty of wonderful scenery. Give the guests something exciting and unique to see as they whiz around those twists and turns. Oh, and of course, scenery will also improve the ride's prestige.
You could use animatronics. They're extremely effective, although they will incur running costs.
And, of course, there's all those wonderful scenery blueprints that Eugene made for you.
Indeed, I really
I'm not sure if I'll move
overstate
PSO
how
just
long
because it's
it
not
took me to make
enhanced
those
and
for
I
you.
don't have enough hard drive room for every game I want to move. We'll see. Yeah, I don't want to just because it's will make it take longer than I want it to take, I guess. But I will eventually. Let's throw a dragon over here. Who doesn't want a dragon by their castle? Yeah, literally a pool with a tentacle coming out. That's perfect right here in the middle.
Will you look at that? Are you sure you haven't done this before? We should immortalize your coaster by saving it as a blueprint. Okay. So, you'll need to multi-select everything you want to include in your blueprint. Go on. Now, go and create a blueprint
just
and you'll be able
select
to
all
make
this
as
stuff?
many copies of your coaster as you like. Or at least can afford. Oh, don't forget to give your blueprint a good name and an exciting screenshot. And make sure to add any tags you want to it, so you can find it easily later.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Save blueprint as new creation tutorial. Tutorial. Coaster.
Now
Cool.
you've made a blueprint, you'll find it in the Coasters browser. But there's also somewhere even more exciting. The workshop. You see, blueprints are a lot like sandwiches. You can share them with other people, and they contain pickles. No, that's not it. But just imagine it. Sharing your blueprints with the world. With the world sharing what they've built right back. That's what the workshop can do for you. Whew. Well, that was a lot of work, wasn't it? I think it's time you enjoyed the fruit of your labours by riding your coaster.
I can
Don't
ride
you?
my coaster. Here we go.
On, select it, and get on.
I get to look at different things, the bumper, the wing, chase cam, cinematic, which car I'm in, which seat I'm in. That's cool. I don't want to stop. Is this what I want though? Look at that. Tentacle.
Unlike the guests, you can get off the coaster whenever you like. You know, just in case you're feeling a little bit wobbly in the tum-tum.
I do like that.
Congratulations! Oh, I'd slap you on the back, but you look a wee bit queasy.
Achievement.
Even so, I think you're ready to start your, no doubt, illustrious career in park management.
What wonderful news! Because it means you can start paying back the time and effort that Oswald's invested in you.
And if you would let me, I would dearly love to teach you the intricacies of building a coaster from the ground up. Oh, or ground down if it's subterranean.
And I'm gonna tag along because my season pass gives me free entry anyway. Oh, and to watch you grow as a manager, obviously.
Not that you haven't grown already. Just look at this park. At your park. Full of happy guests, making precious but reasonably priced memories. You should be proud of yourself. But this is just the start. Are you ready for the next step?
Achievement. I want to check a few things since we're in this park. Well, Cobra, we did it. We froze a game on launch day. We technically just finished the tutorial. The part 1 at least. I'll do part 2 tomorrow or something next time we play. But I want to look around a little, but it's frozen. The game broke. It buffered for a second because I opened the dashboard, and if you stream on the Twitch, it auto buffers when you're not focused in the game. Like I was trying, it just crashed. It's loading now. I know like the menus are like loaded out. Okay, so we technically finished this. I just want to see, can you technically ride on these rides too? Like, can you ride on all the rides? Have to do this again, open it. I'm just doing stuff I already did. I gotta connect the exit again. Ugh. You know how to do this now, it's just annoying. I kind of know how to do it, so I guess this is good to help. I thought I heard quick resume isn't working day one. Like I thought they said they had to fix it or something. I could be wrong. I'm just gonna get rid of all of this. So I can just like make the path. I've already done this, but it's still good to practice because this is dumb. It's because you need enough for the queue, I guess. I just want paths. Just give me a normal path. If it looks bad right now. Yeah, we got a path. I can finally turn it
Much
on.
better. And what a fine coaster!
That's gonna make me
But
do
you're
all
not
of
done
this
yet.
again.
You should adorn the track with plenty of wonderful scenery.
I'm just gonna
Give
throw
the
random
guests
stuff I don't care
something
about this time.
exciting and unique to
I want to see
as they whiz around
trees,
those
trees,
twists
trees,
and
trees. Oh yeah,
turns.
everyone likes trees.
Oh, and of
Woohoo.
course, scenery will also improve the ride's prestige.
You could use animatronics. They're extremely effective, although they will incur running costs.
And, of course, there's all those wonderful scenery blueprints that Eugene made for you.
Indeed, I really cannot overstate how long it took me to make those for you.
Will you look at that? Are you sure you haven't done this before? We should immortalize your coaster by saving it as a blueprint.
They're gonna save it again.
Okay. So, you'll need to multi-select everything you want to include in your blueprint. Go on.
Tree, okay.
Now, go and create a blueprint, and you'll be able to make as many copies of your coaster
Ready? We're gonna name it No.
as you like.
No.
or at least can afford. Oh, don't forget to give your blueprint a good name and an exciting screenshot, and make sure to add any tags you want to it, so you can find it easily later. Now you've made a blueprint, you'll find it in the Coasters browser. But there's also somewhere even more exciting. The workshop. You see, blueprints are a lot like...
I'm gonna skip. I gotta go in the riding game.
Unlike the guest. Congratulations! Oh, I'd slap you on the back, but you look a wee bit queasy. Even so, I think you're ready to start your no doubt illustrious career in park management.
What wonderful news. Because it
Yeah.
means you can start paying back the time and effort that Oswald's invested in you.
And if you would let me, I would dearly love to teach you the intricacies of building a coaster from the ground up. Oh, or ground down if it's subterranean.
And I'm gonna tag along because my season pass gives me free entry anyway. Oh, and to watch you grow as a manager, obviously.
Not that you haven't grown already. Just look at this park. At your park. Full of happy guests, making precious but reasonably priced memories. You should be proud of yourself. But this is just the start. Are you ready for the next step?
Let's see if this crashes again. Looks like it did not crash this time. Story complete. Thanks for letting me know. So I want to see. Okay, you can go on other rides now. So you can technically go on all of the rides. You just couldn't at first. That's what I wanted to check. You can go on any of the rides. Spinny stuff! Woo! Okay, let's go check out our last ride. This one's not as fast. This is good for the Kais who don't want to get sick. Okay, so I just want to take a peek on that. You can't see much of the stuff since we're here. Okay. We can just exit then. Challenge mode, career. So what else is in career? We still have to do the rest of the tutorial. Learn how to build the coaster. So we gotta learn the coaster. We'll do that next time. And then we gotta go to the beginners station stuff. And Fairy Tale, easy. There's just a bunch of different, couple different campaigns. And then parks, sandbox. I'm just gonna do this for a test. I'm not gonna do much here. Like I said, I'm gonna be done streaming and update other games. I just wanted to play this because, you know, originally I actually paid money for it, so. But the DLCs are out, and they're only like $9 a piece with Game Pass, so I'll probably still just grab both anyways. Dang, if you just sandbox, you literally just get nothing. Like, I get to build whatever I want here. Look at all these different coasters. That's a lot of coasters. How much is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Dang. That's a lot of coasters. And those are just the pre-made ones. You can make your own. And track rides, there's not as many, but there's still a couple. And the normal rides, not as many either. I know it's about coasters, but there's a lot of stuff. Create your own stuff, your staff, all these different people, paths. Well, you can see the on-purchase DLC here, so you can see like, yeah, like the ads of that one, coaster. Some of the stuff is DLC. It's pretty crazy. The rides, there's a handful that are just DLC that make it so there's more. There's gonna be a lot to do in this. But we're going to be done. We're not saving anything in this. I just want to peek. In the workshop, you can share and create stuff with other people, which is cool. I might be streaming tonight still, but I'm going to focus on installing, transferring for a while here, because there's a lot to move. But I want to play for a bit. We did this for like an hour and a half. We did like 15 minutes of Halo on the new system. This seems good. I mean, the crash sucked, but other than that, like the load times and stuff definitely seem nice. It looks good. But I'm going to go for now, so I might be back stream-wise, I might not. If I'm not, I'll be back for sure tomorrow. But either way, see you guys around. Talk to you all later. Thanks for watching.